You're not broke because you don't make enough money. You're broke because you don't see where it's going. Imagine if the secret to wealth wasn't about earning more, but simply changing how you think about the little things, like your morning coffee. In this video, we're breaking down The Latte Factor by David Bach, a book that reveals how small, daily choices are quietly stealing your future wealth. It's not about cutting out everything you love. It's about becoming financially free without feeling deprived. Ready to see money differently? Let's dive in. 1. The story begins. Meet Zoe. The Latte Factor tells the story of Zoe Daniels, a 27-year-old living in New York City, working as a photo editor at a travel magazine. Like many young adults, Zoe feels stuck. She's talented, passionate about her career, and works hard, but still lives paycheck to paycheck. Despite making a decent salary, she's weighed down by student loans, rent, and daily expenses. Retirement feels like a fantasy, and the idea of saving seems almost laughable. Everything changes when she meets Henry, an older barista at her local coffee shop who seems to know a lot more than he lets on. Through a series of conversations, Henry becomes a sort of financial mentor, introducing her to 3 powerful truths that will completely shift her mindset about money. The Latte Factor explained the core idea behind the book, and its title is simple. Small daily purchases, like a $5 latte, may seem insignificant, but over time, they add up to massive sums. This isn't a call to never drink coffee again, but rather a wake-up call to examine your spending habits more closely. For example, that $5 latte bought every day totals over $150 per month and nearly $2,000 per year. If that money were instead invested with compound interest, it could grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars over decades. Bach's message is clear. You are richer than you think. You just don't see it yet. 3. The 3 secrets to financial freedom. Henry introduces Zoe to 3 timeless secrets that transform her relationship with money. Secret number 1. Pay yourself first. This is one of the oldest personal finance principles, but it's often ignored. Most people pay everyone else first. Rent, utilities, credit cards, etc. But those who build wealth make sure the first portion of their income goes directly to themselves, into savings or investment. Zoe starts small. 10% of her paycheck goes into a savings account automatically. She's surprised by how painless it is. Over time, she realizes that by treating saving like a non-negotiable bill, her financial confidence grows, and so does her bank balance. 3. The 3 secrets to financial freedom. Henry introduces Zoe to 3 timeless secrets that transform her relationship with money. Secret number 1. Pay yourself first. This is one of the oldest personal finance principles, but it's often ignored. Most people pay everyone else first. Rent, utilities, credit cards, etc. But those who build wealth make sure the first portion of their income goes directly to themselves, into savings or investment. Zoe starts small. 10% of her paycheck goes into a savings account automatically. She's surprised by how painless it is. Over time, she realizes that by treating saving like a non-negotiable bill, her financial confidence grows, and so does her bank balance. Secret number 2. Don't budget. Make it automatic. Bach challenges the conventional wisdom of obsessively tracking every dollar. Instead, he teaches Zoe to automate her finances. Automatic transfers mean money goes into savings and retirement without requiring willpower. Automation is powerful because it removes emotion and effort from the equation. You don't have to be a financial genius. You just need to set up systems that work for you behind the scenes. Zoe uses this method to start saving for both retirement and her dream of traveling the world, without feeling like she's missing out. Secret number 3. Live rich. Now this might sound like it contradicts the first 2 secrets, but it actually completes the formula. The point of managing money wisely isn't to hoard it, it's to live fully. Most people delay happiness, thinking, I'll travel when I retire, or I'll enjoy life once I'm rich. Henry teaches Zoe that financial freedom is about choices. When you stop wasting money on things you don't care about, you can start spending money where it really matters. That might be traveling, switching careers, or spending more time with family. Living rich now doesn't mean blowing all your cash. It means aligning your spending with your values. 4. The power of awareness. A major turning point in the story is when Zoe starts tracking her daily spending, not with judgment, but with curiosity. She realizes that so much of her money was going toward things she didn't even enjoy or remember. Ubers, takeout, online shopping. It all added up, but none of it brought lasting joy. She starts asking herself a powerful question before each purchase. Is this what I really want to spend my life energy on? This is based on the idea that money is time. Hours of your life traded for dollars. When you see each purchase as a trade-off, your perspective changes dramatically. 5. The miracle of compound interest. Bach uses the concept of compound interest to explain how small investments grow into serious wealth over time. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about starting early and being consistent. Zoe begins investing just a few dollars a day and is amazed to see what that adds up to over decades. Bach points out that the earlier you start, the less you need to invest overall, because time becomes your greatest asset. This simple idea, investing small amounts regularly, has created millionaires out of ordinary people. 6. Freedom is closer than you think. People assume they'll need millions of dollars to retire financially secure. That myth. Need to be a millionaire. Need to be intentional. Transformation doesn't come from making more money, from being more mindful, from stressed and stuck, powered, in control. Part drastic changed. Win the lottery. Get a new job. We started seeing money differently and making smarter, smaller choices. 7. Aligning your spending with your dreams. Zoe has always dreamed of traveling and becoming a photographer, but money seemed like the barrier. As she begins saving and gaining confidence, she starts to see new possibilities. By cutting out what didn't matter, impulse buys, subscriptions, fast fashion, she created space to fund what truly mattered. She wasn't depriving herself, she was finally honoring her deepest values. The Latte Factor helps readers realize that when you stop spending out of habit, you can start spending with purpose. That's when life gets exciting. 8. It's not about the latte. Ironically, the latte isn't the enemy. Bach even admits he enjoys coffee himself. The point is not to guilt-trip people into cutting joy from their lives. It's to wake people up to the power of conscious spending. It's not one $5 coffee. It's the mindset behind it. If you're always saying, it's just a few bucks, you're never going to see the larger patterns keeping you stuck. But when you realize that those small choices are powerful, because they're daily and consistent, you begin to take back control. 9. Anyone can do this. The beauty of the Latte Factor is how accessible it is. You don't need a finance degree. You don't need to be an entrepreneur or have a six-figure income. All you need is awareness, a decision, and some automation. Zoe's journey is a reminder that wealth isn't reserved for the wealthy. It's built by people who pay attention and act with intention. Whether you're 18 or 48, broke or comfortable, these principles can change your life. 10. Final message. You're already rich. You just don't know it. Yet, Bach ends the story with a message that stays with you. You're already richer than you think. The money you need to start living your best life is likely already in your hands. It's just being used without awareness. The Latte Factor is more than a book about money. It's a guide to living a life of freedom, purpose, and joy. It's not about sacrifice, it's about choice. Once you start seeing money clearly, you can start living richly right now. Want to go deeper? To fully understand these principles and unlock your financial freedom, grab the full book here. Get the Latte Factor on Amazon. Link in the first comment.